Good evening and welcome back. Tonight I got to tell you about probably one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of stupid things because as you'd probably know, I've been around for a while. Anyway, the students at LSU have decided that the violent tiger mascot is a symbol of white oppression and they want it changed. Now, this is reported by a young man. I believe he works for the paper, Louisiana paper. Anyway, his name is Lucas, and I'm going to spell it because I don't want to butcher the man's name. And it's Mikelionis. Not even going to try to pronounce it because I don't want to insult the man. But you can probably find his article and the petition on the campus reform report. And I think that comes from LSU. Anyway, this student down there, and it doesn't mention his name because I would, just to show how stupid this guy was. I want everybody to know it. But this guy has started a petition, an online petition, urging the establishment to change the Tigers mascot. Can you believe this? Claiming that it's the symbol of white oppression. Now, this petition so far has attracted about 450 signatures. And it says the mascot was picked by powerful white males in tribute to a Confederate regiment called Louisiana's Tigers. And they were known for their propensity for violence both on and off the battlefield. That's a good thing. You want people like that on your battlefield if you want to win. And you want to name teams like that because you want them to look important, you want them to look tough, you want them to win. Anyway, Louisiana State University named the mascot the Tigers, and they named it during the height of the Jim Crow South. This was a time when black men feared for their lives and were treated as subhuman. Some were. It's unfortunate, but that was 150 years ago. But they say this symbol is the most prevalent Confederate symbol in the United States. Well, it probably will be when they get done tearing down all of the Confederate generals' war memorials, tombstones, and so forth. Anyway, back to our story. The petition's author claims that the mascot is incredibly insulting for African Americans because they have to attend a school that honors Confederate militantism. Now, I don't know whether they have to. I don't know whether someone dictated they must. I mean, this is not the only school in the United States. They could petition 100 schools to get in if they don't want to see that tiger. But they say it's already hard enough to be black at LSU, and these symbols must be changed. Now, this student gave another reason why the tiger mascot ought to be changed. He said it's cruel to cage a wild animal for the amusement of privileged white people. They've never been in a cage. And I guess this guy doesn't read too much history because I can tell you a lot of people who have been in cages outside of the ones that are incarcerated by the law. History's full of it. But to illustrate the apparently racist undertones of the mascot, the petition mentions Dr. Charles Coates. He was the university's administrator between 1893 and 1939. And he explained back in 1937 that the tiger mascot was chosen because of the state's Civil War heritage and for the actual Louisiana Tigers' fierce fighting. I don't think he said anything about slavery then. I think we were talking about Civil War things that didn't have nothing to do with slavery. But again, our friend doesn't read history. In addition, Mr. Coates pointed out to the trend of naming football teams after vicious animals, like the Yale Bulldogs, quite vicious. Princeton Tigers, hey, there we go again. Wonder if anybody up in Princeton's raising hell. Have to check that out. Anyway, here's a tiger, Princeton Tiger. But anyway, according to this petition, the history of the mascot shows that it's racist towards black people and is in fact a symbol of white oppression. And it should be torn down. We must speak the truth to power and continue to march toward justice. That day is coming, the day when every symbol of white oppression is torn down, this petition reads. Stupid. It seems this petition received a pretty negative response, with many people criticizing the author for clinging on to history and taking offense at a simple mascot. Some people say this is getting, quote, effing ridiculous. I won't say the word here. The past is a past. LSU's been a Tiger since its inception. This is the most ignorant thing I've ever heard of. You people are never happy, somebody else said. One guy, Donnie Simonton from Florida, said, I'm only voting for the name change if they'll change it to Bodie McBoatface. Remember when they did that to a ship over in Scotland? So if it's not the Tigers, it's going to have to be Bodie the Boatface, or Mr. Simonton is not going to vote. I like that. This petition author has since responded to this criticism, writing a short post named A Symbol of Hate. You can find that on their website too. Anyway, people are posting this thing in defiance and posting many things, which shows their racism. It's these actions that let me know that I'm doing the right thing, this gal wrote. Gal, moron. Anyway, got something else for you to think about when you want to write your next petition. The lily of the valley, which grows prevalently down there in the south, in Louisiana. It likes your kind of dirt. It likes your water down there. And do you know who raised the most beautiful strain of the lily of the valley? Was one of the biggest slave owners in the South, who shipped these flowers all over the world, and that's how they got started all over the world. So think about that in your next petition, because I think maybe what you need to do is get a bunch of people together and get some pesticide, herbicide, all kinds of things, and spray the lilies of the valleys all over the world so they're totally extinct, so you don't have to think about slavery, even though it's been gone for over 150 years. Anyway, that's my thought for the day. Flag's back. Have a great day. Come back and see me. Please like and subscribe to my page. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about these idiots that turn everything they see into slavery. Have a great day. Come back and see me.